Well, hello there again. I've been spending a few hours this morning trying to get my computer to work, and I did that, but the cam and microphone didn't want to do their job. So I ended up taking up the telephone. The video quality on the telephone is anyway far better. So I got some suggestions on my last video about editing and writing down some things. Sure, video quality, light, sound, all of that is very important. But I don't want to keep it too formal. To me, it's important. Being a normal human being is very, very important. That is the first step in the path of those who do Buddhist meditation. Without it, without being normal, realizing that you are just one among everyone else, you cannot reach awakening. So today I want to go through, there are two things I need to go through before I give the first instructions in meditation, in Buddhist sitting as it's called. We call it calm abiding, the first step in meditation. It's relaxed focus on one point. So there are two things that needs to go through. I need to go through. The first is known as rationalization, and the second one is what is duality and what is non-duality. So I will take non-duality, duality tomorrow, but short I will go through rationalization today. What is that? How does our sensory organs in our brain work for the survival of humankind? Imagine you stand 40,000 years ago in the entrance of your cave. You go out to take a pee early in the morning, and you see a what do they call it? A sable-toothed tiger 30 meters from you. So there are two types of people there. There is the first recipient of the Darwin Awards, and then you have your ancestor. The recipient of the Darwin Awards would stand there pondering the stripes of the tiger, the beauty of the fangs in its mouth, the graciousness of its jump, and that would be it. The second person, your ancestor, would jump up, run into the cave and scream, "Tiger!" He survived to bring about children. So we have a function in ourselves in which the sensory organs, I know a lot of people know these things, but I just want to go through them because they're a very important part in understanding what happens in the mind. So our sensory organs give us trillions and trillions and trillions of bits of information every single second. An overwhelming amount of data. So how do we make sense out of it? Well, we find out shapes, colors, sounds and everything about an object, and we name it to be able to communicate with others. So we have categories of concepts in our minds, and these concepts are automatic. You see a chair, you think chair. You don't even have to, you say it's chair to someone else and they get a picture immediately in their head. So we remember things, not necessarily reality, but in our head. To illustrate how certain we are about these concepts that we have, I can tell a story. When I stayed with my teacher, Kempo Gelik, in Kathmandu, I was there for 6 months with him, and it was 09, I think, 08, 09. Anyone who has been to Asia knows how dry it is, so you need to put lotion on your body after you shower every morning. And the night before I had been slightly drunk, and there was this candle standing next to the lotion bottle. And it burned a small hole in it. I didn't notice that, but Kempo Gelik did. He's always very observant. So he took a black electric tape, because that's what he had, and wind around it to close the hole. So in the morning I took a shower and I sat on my bed to start using the lotion on my legs and my feet. I couldn't find it. It was nowhere. Nowhere, I promise you. I could not find it. Not on the table, not in the bed, not on the floor, not in the bathroom, not anywhere. So in the end, I just sat down on my bed, completely like, what? And I gave up. And I was sitting there in my bed, looking at the table where the bottle was not. And I said to myself, is it really possible that this bottle stands right in front of me and I cannot see it? Poop! There it was. It wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for a white bottle, not a white bottle with a black tape around it. So we always look for things, the things that we expect. And so a large part of our lives, we do not really live right now, experiencing life. We live in our imagination, in what we expect to be there, what we would like to be there, what ought to be there. So, but this of course is completely innocent, because it's a part of survival. If we didn't have that, humankind would be extinct. But it has one big drawback. And I'm going to go into that tomorrow. I don't know how the sound is going to work out on this one now. I need to buy one of these clips with a good microphone that I can attach to my telephone to make videos. But that'll have to be next month. Coffee from my Italian prezzo. What is it, prezzo? I don't remember what it's called. Yeah. So to sum up, rationalization. We do not see a thing completely. We remember them. We rationalize, we categorize, we store pictures in our head about what things are. And we name them. So, yeah. So again, the reason why I want to teach on these two, or talk about these two things first, rationalization and duality and non-duality, is that Buddhist meditation is extremely boring. It is hard work and discipline. And if you don't know what is going on in your mind, why do you have suffering? If you don't know exactly the mechanisms, or you could say, if the more you know exactly the mechanisms and what's happening, the stronger your motivation will be to manage with the sitting. Because that is the way out of it. I won't say it's the only way out of suffering. I don't think so. But it's a very good way. And it's the way that the Buddha Siddhartha Gautama gave into this tradition known as Buddhism. Okay. See you tomorrow.